Hello everybody, Dylan here on DHT. Now, today we are going to be doing a top 10. Today's top 10 is going to be top 10 Sonic related YouTube channels or playlists. They're not strictly Sonic tubers. Some of them are people that just have one Sonic the Hedgehog playlist that I really want to recommend to you guys. So yeah, if you were thinking this is going to be a Sonic tuber list, no. A lot of Sonic tuber channels are just either top 10s or just gameplay footage, and I'm not really into that. But hopefully you will go and watch these channels for yourself and you will enjoy them like I have throughout the years. So let's get into this today on DHT. Number 10 is MegaPie from MegaPie Central. Now, MegaPie does comic readings, comic dubs, and he also does Sonic the Hedgehog news. He uploads weekly, so there's always new Sonic content coming in, and unlike me, he actually reports all of the news and not just the stories that I want to tell you. So if you want consistent Sonic the Hedgehog news and you like Sonic the Hedgehog comic dubs right when they come out, MegaPie is a good channel to follow. I follow him because I know him in real life and he's a pretty cool guy, and I follow him because I want to know when the Sonic the Hedgehog comics come out because I'm always really behind on this stuff. So he's a really good channel. He brings a lot of personality to the table. He works on multiple projects and he's always producing Sonic the Hedgehog content. I can't recommend this page enough. Go check it out. Now, remember earlier when I said not every channel on here is going to be strictly Sonic the Hedgehog related? Well, this is the first channel, Project S&T. The reason why I'm recommending this channel is just because of one series, and that being the S&T series. S&T follows the character S&T, and yes, I know I'm saying that a lot, but it's the username and the series name. Now, the character S&T is the definition of a Mary Sue, and this follows her adventures with Sonic the Hedgehog and friends. This is a cringy fan comic written by S&T when she was a child, and it's so good reading this. It's so good hearing the dub of this. The characters are self-aware, she's self-aware, and they constantly pick at the stories and point out the flaws of the story. And the finale is really good because the comic didn't have a finale. They ended up writing a finale live in front of everyone, and it's just really good. I'm not even gonna spoil it. Go check this out. If you like stuff like Sonichu, S&T is definitely up there with the cringe, but so cringy it's good. So yeah, check out this series if you enjoy cringy Sonic content like that. Number 8 is Moogie Mikey. Now, Moogie Mikey has been animating on YouTube for years, and if you're an older viewer of mine, go check him out. He makes a lot of more adult-oriented humor, and he uses a lot of not safe for work content in his videos, so if you're a child, you might not want to be watching this channel. I'm sure your parents wouldn't appreciate it, but he has plenty of great animations. I can't even begin to tell you all the animations he makes that I really recommend, but I'll name off two. Goku and Anne Frank Till the End of Time, really good animation, and the Mighty and Ray Meet Sonic the Hedgehog, really good. Just go check it out. Really good adult-oriented humor. I don't see that a lot with Sonic the Hedgehog, so it really makes his page stand out alongside all the other Sonic the Hedgehog YouTubers. The next channel is another one of those channels that's not strictly Sonic the Hedgehog related, but has a Sonic the Hedgehog playlist that I want to recommend. Goomba Guy Videos has been doing a series where he's been reviewing all of the Archie comic issue by issue. How he does his reviews is he sums up the entire comic, tells you what happens throughout the whole story, and then gives his thoughts about the story plot. And I really like this more analytical style of reviewing. It reminds me more of the Linkara type of reviews. So if you like Linkara's reviews and you want to see it done to the Archie comics, this is definitely a good channel to check out. He's been reviewing all of the Sonic Archie comics, and I really enjoy his reviews. Now, this channel is very similar to the last channel, that being that they both review Sonic Archie comics, but the way he reviews is completely different. This is the Jackadex. Now, the way that he reviews the comics is he reviews story arcs. Instead of just reviewing everything issue by issue, tearing apart every little flaw, he sums up what happens throughout an entire story arc. he would hit the Endgame saga, the Mecha Madness saga. So if you want a more comedic review and a more laid back review and a less analytical review that just sums up everything, this is the series for you. If you don't want to see someone pick apart every issue by issue of the Archie comics, but you want a comedic retelling of those story arcs, this is definitely the channel for you. It's a really good series. I watch them every time they come out, and here recently he's actually gone back to hitting the original Archie stuff, because before he just hit the sagas, now he's been reading the Sonic archives. So I can't recommend this page enough. The humor is really good here. It's a comedic reviewer, so go check him out. Number 5 is Billiam. Throughout the years, Billiam has done a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog related content. Originally, he was doing a series called What the Fuck Sonic, where he points out flaws with the series, flaws with the fan base, and makes fun of Sonic the Hedgehog. But later on, he would actually do full-on reviews of Sonic the Hedgehog, and last year he did a full series reviewing every single game and giving the history behind every single game in Sonic the Hedgehog. And then he made a giant video summing up all the playlists, and it's a 2-hour series, so I would definitely recommend you go check that out. I'll have that linked in the description below. But even though that came out, he's still doing Sonic the Hedgehog related content. He's finding more obscure things to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog, and when the new games come out, he's still reviewing them as well. Billiam brings a lot of humor to his reviews, so if you want to see more humorous video game reviews and a good retrospective on the whole series, go check him out. I can't recommend him enough. Number 4 is the Sega Scourge, the Sonic Theorist, and out of all the Sonic Theorists, I personally think that his channel is the best, because unlike all the other ones, he has well-timed jokes, funny side characters, and he hits really obscure theories that I would have never thought to cover myself, like how Sonic can breathe in space and how the ancient Babylonians influence the architecture in the Sonic games. He has really high quality videos, but unfortunately that high quality does mean that there is a gap between uploads. So if you don't mind waiting on content, this is definitely a channel I would check out. He's always producing good Sonic content. It's just unfortunately he doesn't upload that frequently. Number 3 is Peter Netter, and he has the series What's Up with Sonic. It's a comedic review series, and he ends up covering everything from Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons, Sonic the Hedgehog anime, and Sonic the Hedgehog games and spin-off games. If you like comedy style videos, then this is definitely the channel for you. Peter is really funny, and his side character Cardboard Silver, or Sliver, is really hilarious. I can't recommend this enough if you're into comedic reviews. Now we have number 2. Number 2 is Radical Soda. Radical Soda started out doing Sonic the Hedgehog Let's Plays and Sonic the Hedgehog animations, and those are really high quality. His animations are really hilarious. But now he's been doing Sonic the Hedgehog game reviews, and his Radical Soda Sonic the Hedgehog game reviews are perfect. He has plenty of skits between his reviews. He has plenty of funny side characters. It's just really good live action comedy skits while reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog video games. Here recently, he also did a review of the Sonic the Hedgehog voice actors, and he ends up giving a history behind that, and that's a really good episode of his show. There's just way too many of his stuff to recommend to you. If you like Sonic the Hedgehog content, his page is full of it, but he also does reviews of other games, so just know it's not strictly Sonic the Hedgehog related. But I personally feel like he does enough Sonic the Hedgehog stuff to be considered a Sonic page, and if you haven't heard of him, go check him out. You can't do a Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube related list without mentioning the main man himself, Cybershell. For years he's been doing Sonic the Hedgehog related Let's Plays, but that's not what I'm here to recommend. Years ago he ended up doing a Sonic 1 bonus video where he told facts and trivia about Sonic the Hedgehog 1, but here recently he came back with his Sonic the Hedgehog 2 bonus video, and that's where his page really blew up. He started doing more of these fact videos covering the Sonic the Hedgehog lore, and he's dug up things that I really wanted to talk about but just never really had a setup to talk about it. So if you want to hear some really good obscure Sonic the Hedgehog lore, this is definitely the channel for you. But there is one major downside. He has been known to just randomly disappear and not come back for years. That's what he did originally, and now that's what I think he's been doing now because he's disappeared for another 5 months. So if you don't mind really waiting for your Sonic the Hedgehog content, this guy makes top quality videos and he covers every everything Sonic the Hedgehog. No matter what continuity is, no matter what type of media source it is, if it's Sonic the Hedgehog, he'll talk about it eventually. So yeah, that was top 10 Sonic YouTube recommendations. If you guys would want to see another one of these, I might end up gathering another 10 YouTubers, another 10 Sonic related YouTube channels, and making a part 2. Now just know these aren't in any particular order. I don't favor one person over the other. I watch them all equally. So if you're upset that you didn't make it on this list, and I know you, just know you might end up making it on the part 2 list, and there's really nothing personal behind the entries. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you really like this video, hit the share button. And if you want to see more content like this, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.